2013, completely down, very anxious person who didn't have any drive, didn't have any ambition. I was going to a school I didn't like. I was extremely anxious and depressed. This was 11 years ago, and that continued up until about the year 2016, 2017. So for 3 or 4 years, I was very, very extremely, I would say, anxious. I was very depressed, and I was just sleeping all day. I didn't really shower. I absolutely didn't work out. Maybe I went for a walk every second or third day, and I was very unhealthy. I didn't eat well, and also that led to me not feeling well. And those two things are extremely intricate. They hang together. They are very connected. That's how you would phrase it in English. So today I'm going to take you through 2013 up until today so that you can get a better understanding for who I am and why I'm so passionate about this, and what led to me going from schools where I didn't feel um, what's the word again, inspired, and from jobs that I couldn't really um, take care of, that I couldn't really fill out because I didn't have the qualifications, and just my entire journey from depressed and anxious at about 15 to 27, where I am very, very happy. I have never been healthier. I have never been happier in general. And yeah, so how did that come about? So it's important to know that this video is going to be completely unedited. I even have my t-shirt on because I have been outside the entire day. I've just been at the beach and I went for a swim, and I've been biking around my area for about 8 hours or something. It's been an absolutely amazing day. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's going to be a no bullshit video. You get what you see is what you get with me. I'm extremely honest. So let me take you back now. By the way, no, maybe I'll add captions, but really I'm going to do it as candidly as possible. I'm probably just going to upload it because I think you guys deserve a very raw video with me. So here comes 2013. I remember it very vividly. I left 9. Klasse, which is the equivalent to about high school, 15, 16 years old in US terms, the US equivalent. And I was 15, and I just left my elementary class that I've been enrolled in for 7 years. And those were my friends, everyday friends, all the teachers, some of the teachers I've been having for 4 or 5 years. And I didn't feel well. I absolutely felt like trash, to put it mildly. Um, Only my best friends and my favorite teacher, she knew this because I really trusted her, and I needed to tell this to her because I was feeling very bad, and I'm going to school 6 or 7 hours a day on weekdays, so it's a very good idea to tell your teacher how you're feeling. Um, and so I actually decided to take 10. Klasse, which is the equivalent of an extra year in high school, like a fourth year in high school, I believe. You'd be between 16 and 17, or 17 and 18 in general, and it's before the different gymnasiums and the different kind of um, further educations. I'm not extremely familiar with the terminology in English. It's not important. And I was going to 10. Klasse, and this is where my anxiety really hit in an all-time high, and I was feeling extremely depressed. I couldn't really relax and be myself. I felt like I had to fit in. I felt like I had to be like the other guys. I felt like I remember I was feeling very, very alone, and I didn't get bullied or something like this, but at the same time, um, and I had a great family and a great friend at this time. Um, but still, I felt very alone. And yeah, this led to me being homeschooled because it was simply too overwhelming for me. And this was maybe in 2014 where I got homeschooled, and then I didn't do anything for a year, because I was just I was this was the all-time low of my entire life. I was seeing a psychiatrist, didn't help. I was feeling like absolute shit. And so yeah, just an all-time low. I don't hope I'll ever get this low again in my life, because depression is something that is very, very insidious, because it kind of eats your soul and makes you feel like you're half alive and half dead. So, and I know this is a video that is very much Sebastian, this is so much me, but you deserve to see who I am as well, as a person. So this was um, this was my life. I was feeling like I was half dead and half alive. And this is the best way I can describe it. For on and off for about 2 or 3 years, I was feeling this way, more or less most of the time. So those were some very rough years. And the turning point came, and this is going to be a very long video, but I'm going to try it for once. I'm just going to be honest, I'm going to be myself. If you want to watch the whole video, I I really applaud you, and that really shows me that you are extremely dedicated and you really want to get to know me, and I really appreciate that. And if not, then it's completely fine as well. So, I was coming into, um, let's see, high school. Now this is university that I was going. No, sorry. This is now the equivalent of high school in Denmark, I believe. It's hard to kind of like convert it, but let's say this is HF. This is like gymnasium, and I was 18 or 19. At this point, I was a lot better actually. I didn't have that much anxiety. I was feeling very confident actually at this point in my life. I actually did work out. I started working out and going to the gym as a 19 or 20-year old, where I really took it seriously and I stopped smoking. I've been smoking on and off for about 7 years of my life. And at this point, I didn't smoke. And so this is where it kind of got better. And this is also where I got so interested in languages. And this is kind of part two of this video now, because now comes the interesting part for you who are watching, because you want to learn how Danish with Sebastian got to be a Danish language coach and a language coach as well. Not only in Danish, I've been teaching English as well, and I'm going to teach French someday, that's for sure. So, um, I was attending this school, gymnasium. It's a different kind of gymnasium. It's a 2-year gymnasium, and I felt a lot better. People there were more my type. I got two very very good friends, and that was a very good experience for me. Didn't feel so alone. That was very good. And so let's see. I did that until I was 25. I took 2 or 3 extra years where I did side subjects, and this is when 2020 or 2019, I believe it was 2019, I took Spanish as a side subject uh, in high school, in gymnasium, in the gymnasia, and this is where I really found my passion and fascination for languages kind of fostered and was born, because I felt very alive when I was learning about the Spanish culture, and I felt very alive when I was speaking in a second or in a third language, and I kind of felt like I added a new layer to who I was, and that was something that was very cool, and I didn't really expect it, but that's how I came to love languages and have a fascination for traveling and cultures. And yeah, I've only traveled to 17, 16 or 17 countries, maybe even 15, something along those lines. And my biggest dream, by the way, is to travel the entire world. with my family and create a family. So that's what I dream about. Let me hear in the comments what you dream about. Here on this channel, I'm extremely deep. I don't really want to talk about shallow stuff. I'm extremely deep. So what is your goal and what is your biggest dream? Let me know in the comments, and then I'll say, then let's support each other, because I want to make this community a supportive community where we really encourage each other to go after what is really important to us, what we really dream about, because life is too short to not go full out for what we really desire. So where did we come from? So I was about 25 now when I left HF, this gymnasium, and then I started university at 26 last year. Was a fun experience. Had a very great social life. Found a great guy who was very funny, and maybe he's watching this video. If you're watching this video, you're about 55 years old, and you're also known as Spoiderman. So if Spoiderman is is watching this video, then I congratulate you, Spoiderman. You were indeed a great friend, and yeah, we can still chat sometimes. Yeah, so this is where I got a lot better at 25, 24, and that's also when, in 26, so last year, the 31st of October last year is when I actually released my first video, and I filmed my first video. That was a big moment for me, because I had been thinking about doing this for maybe 6 months or something, and then I took the shot, and I've never been happier. I feel so fulfilled, and even though I'm still getting better at helping you guys help yourself, because that is what I do for a living. My entire job is to help you guys, and this is something I'm still getting better at. I'm so passionate about it. I am getting better and better at showing you why you shouldn't go the way you are taking the route you're going right now, because it hasn't given you the results you want for so many years, many of you maybe 4 or 5 years. If it has not given you the results you seek, there's clearly something wrong. And yeah, that's also why I believe I am the fastest coach. I can give the fastest results. As you've seen, some of my testimonials are absolutely amazing. I have only worked with a few number of people, so I have about 6 testimonials right now professionally. As an amateur, I have lots more. So it's really just about me getting better and better and better every day to actually do you justice and become good at opening you up, so that you can see that you can definitely learn Danish in 100 days. It's absolutely possible. And I know exactly how. I have the exact strategy. I've used it to learn 7 different languages, and I speak French and German at a very high level, not albeit not fluently yet, but at a very high level. So let's not make this too much about this, because I wanted to make it primarily about my story. So you now got my story, my personal story of how I went from being low, and how Danish with Sebastian, the 3 Ds: dedication, drive, determination. That's what I talk about on my course, on my discovery course. I will talk about the 3 Ds and why exactly Danish with Sebastian has dedication, drive, and determination. That's what I talk about there, amongst other things. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm just going to put this video out. I'm not going to add anything. I'm probably going to add a thumbnail, because thumbnails, they really catch attention, and I can really make a very good thumbnail, I feel like, with a picture of myself. So put in the comments what your dream is. So my dream was to travel the world, create my own family, have a daughter. I'm really dreaming about having a daughter. If it's a son, I wouldn't mind, but a daughter is definitely something that I really want, and I know I'm going to have a daughter. So that's beautiful. So let me hear your dream in the comments, and nothing is wrong. Don't hold yourself back. We will support you in your dream no matter what it is, okay? So go. Let me hear, and vi ses.